World War II, Easy Company from the 101st Airborne Division parachuted into France an hour before June 6th of 1944. While their original objective was to establish control of Sainte-Marie-du-Mont, many of the men of Easy Company landed north of their planned drop zone due to lack of visibility because of cloud coverage, a plethora of German anti-air guns firing at the Allies' inbound C-47s, and lack of communication from radio beacons expected to be in place from the Pathfinders. At the time, First Lieutenant Winters rallied some of the men from Easy Company to include a man named John Hall, who was a private from Able Company, and they headed towards their original objective, Sainte-Marie-du-Mont. En route, they came across Le Grand Chemin, where 2nd Battalion had set up a command post. Lieutenant Winters was assigned to take out howitzers. Here is what those look like: large artillery guns. These howitzers were firing on Utah Beach and making things difficult for the Allies, landing at the beach at Causeway No. 2, also known at the time as Victor Sector. So Lieutenant Winters carefully proceeded halfway up this field and reconned the farmland in front of him, right here. He confirmed 2 howitzers with German infantry having trench access to the guns, and an MG-42 covering their 6. Come to find out later on, there were several MG-42s covering the rear. Lieutenant Winters planned for there to be additional howitzers, therefore assigned plenty of TNT to be brought to destroy the guns after gaining control of each one. Armed and ready, Lieutenant Winters and the 12 men made their way to the tree line. They confirmed 2 additional howitzers. Therefore, they knew that they were facing off against a German battery of 4 howitzers in total. A soldier named Carwood Lipton, who later was promoted to the company's first sergeant, he was tasked to bring the TNT and hang back after the main assault took some of the guns. So he climbed up a tree on their right flank to get a better view of the battery. An interesting detail: the tree is now a large dead tree, but at the time in World War II, it was a young tree, and the branches that Lipton was stepping on as he climbed kept breaking. But he eventually got up there. Lieutenant Winters and the 12 men pushed through the trenches and successfully destroyed all 4 howitzers, saving the men landing on Utah Beach near Causeway No. 2, and continuing the successful invasion. So I thought to myself, I'm going to load up the best map creator bar none on consoles and see how I can create a map inspired by this scenario. I can put in AI and some scripting and see how this plays out. So I did. I took some time over the weekend and went into the map editor for Far Cry 5. I prioritized placing 4 artillery guns with at least 1 machine gun. I playtested it, and really I felt that I needed to take liberties to make this map fun to play. Let's face it, in the real scenario, concealment was king. If I made the map as close to reality as possible given the scenario, it would be boring with the Far Cry 5 engine. You'd be looking at a lot of branches. You'd have mostly 2 large tree lines to run through and 1 large empty field. Not good for gameplay purposes. I placed in plenty of cover. I even put in some cows. And since the real assault was noted to take place around 7:30 in the morning, I ensured that was the time I selected for the map. I also had to work with what the game gave me for foliage and trees. Far Cry 5's main story takes place in Montana, so the pine trees were the only trees I could find that were dense enough and provided concealment like in the real scenario. You can start off quietly by doing some reconnaissance. Since the game takes place post-World War II, I was limited on the AI's attire. No Wehrmacht available in Far Cry 5. There are various loadouts that you can choose from, but let's go ahead and get this party started. Okay, things are about to get nuts. goes one gun. I placed in a mortar to press the player so they can move around the map instead of staying in one spot. Well, I had to put in the MG42. Hey, more cows. Playing another round, I decided to go up the tree that I made. Now, I put in the ladder and a little platform so it makes it easier to get up in the tree. And here's Lipton. Destroying all 4 guns does not allow you to win the level. You have to eliminate all of the enemies. Each time you play this, it's a different experience. You could be fighting in the field and then you find yourself in the trenches. You can pop smoke and take the left flank. Where there is a trench, there is a shovel. You all can play this map if you want to. Just let me know in the comments section below. That way I can publish it and make it available for you. The map will be named Brecourt Battery. Thank you for watching. I had a great time making that map, and check out my other videos.